I'm Yonason Goldson, author of Grappling with the Gray, with today's edition of News of the Day. In the electronic age of indelible memories, it didn't take long for Washington Post columnist Mark Thiessen to dig up this tweet from February 2011, fired off by Nancy Pelosi. Quote, "I stand with the students and workers of Wisconsin. Impressive show of democracy in action. Hashtag Solidarity Wisconsin." So here's our question to you, Madam Speaker. If you praise union workers as patriotic when they storm and vandalize the Wisconsin state capitol to protest collective bargaining reform, how in good conscience do you condemn as insurrectionist Trump supporters when they storm and vandalize the nation's capital to protest election results? I'm not holding my breath waiting for an answer. In his book, Win Bigly, Scott Adams deconstructs the strategy employed by Donald Trump to win the 2016 election, which he continued after he became president. There was method to Mr. Trump's madness. By relentlessly pummeling his adversaries on the left with one outrageous act or comment or tweet after another, Donald Trump produced something called outrage fatigue. The anti-Trump camp couldn't settle on any one incendiary issue long enough to mount an effective counterattack, since before they had time to respond, that outrage had been lost in a flurry of subsequent outrages. Whether they've taken a page from Mr. Trump's book or whether they wrote the first chapters themselves, politicians have weaponized a mutation of the same virus to deaden the national psyche to the appalling lack of intellectual integrity. The result is an epidemic of, let's call it, hypocrisy fatigue. When everything is outrageous, nothing is outrageous. When there is no commitment to honesty or even-handedness, when double talk and double standards are not only common but expected, there seems little hope for preserving a civil society. This is why the real battle for ethics begins in our own hearts and minds. It's easy to conclude that in a world where duplicity has become the standard, setting higher standards for ourselves is pointless at best and self-destructive at worst. But the darker it gets, the more difference a little light can make. Choose to make yourself a source of ethical illumination. If you do, you will inspire others to add their light to yours. Together, we can push back the darkness of self-serving ideology and rebuild communities truly committed to the betterment of all. Please join the conversation by leaving a comment. Then please share this video and subscribe to my YouTube channel. I'm Yonason Goldson, reminding you to face every day by grappling with the gray.